Yoann, you feel control for large stretches, and then you kind of second half when you give up that goal and bounce back. Overall, how did you see this one?
To be honest, Tom, like I heard half of your question because like the connection is very bad here in Dallas. So I'm gonna give you an answer. If I answer like not totally like to your question, please, my apologies. Okay.
A follow up, yes.
No, listen. I thought the game changed a little bit in the second half. I thought we had a lot of control in the first half. I thought like the end of the first half became a little bit transitional because of us. We conceded like some big moment, big opportunities like before coming back to the locker room. And in second half, the game was a little bit more hectic. It's like we knew the game was gonna be like that, but like it's like they brought in more intensity. Like they tried to match us up a little bit more, to be a little bit more man-oriented. We conceded early, like in the game. I thought we started well with that start of with that first play, like in the second half. But like unfortunately after that. Again, our own mistake, I think, in terms of creating that situation for them. But I like the response and how we dealt with the situation, kept going, got back in the game like straight after, and we got our fair chances like at the end of the game to maybe steal some more points on the road. So overall, like quite pleased with the performance. Like I'm still expecting more consistency, like more quality in the management of some of the moments of the game, but I think it's a good result on the road.
Tom looks frozen. Go ahead, Justin.
You broke up a little there. Just about the response. What was after you guys gave up the goal? What was the strategy, or what was talked about within the team as to what to do? Fell behind.
No, nothing. We stick to the plan. We stick to the plan again. We know the game is dynamic, like the game changes quickly, so how do we settle after the goal we conceded? Then again, the guys, I think, have showed a lot of strength in sticking to the plan, sticking to the principle we're trying to apply, and we did it again today. So like there was no panic after that goal. It was just about like momentum, regaining momentum, and making the most out of the opportunities we created. And the guys did a great job at that. So like happy with the response. Again, could have been a game that could have dragged on in terms of getting that response and coming back from behind. But like I thought it wasn't too long after they scored that we were able to equalize.
Justin, go ahead.
Is that goal that you scored on? Oh, Justin, go ahead.
I think me and Tom got in the same place. The goal is obviously that back post run that it seems like you've been looking for pretty frequently with those recycled corner kicks. How do you feel now that it's like back-to-back games where you've scored similar ways off those recycled balls that are aimed at the back post?
Well, again, it's a matter of how we can create opportunities. Like I think it's two different goals with the same assist, I would say. Last week on an open play, today more of a set piece. So like again, happy. Like I said, I keep saying it, but we have to be a team that is strong on each phase of the game, each moment of the game. So we're trying to improve. We're trying to work on those things like every day, every week in training, and hopefully like we hope it pays off. And I'm quite pleased with. The way we delivered last week and the way we delivered again today. Same thing, I thought we had some very, very good look at goals today where maybe like we didn't get a shot in the end, but we were able to create like danger around the box, and now it's about like making sure like those little details are right, like in and around the box to finish our action.
At the start of the game, it seemed like you're having a lot of success interchanging on that left side, and they swap their wingbacks to kind of deal with that. What does that tell you of that adjustment? What were you hoping to happen in the second half to kind of deal with Dallas making those adjustments mid-game?
Sorry, you're speaking about their adjustment with their wingbacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like before the game, like sometimes you try to analyze and put yourself like in the shoes of the other coach. So why did they change? What did they invert their wing back at the start? Was it because they were concerned of Sergio playing wide and Conrad playing on the inside, and they wanted to put maybe a more defensive profile with with Sergio? Is it something else? I don't know. At the end of the day, like we just have to understand the different profile of the player we're facing. So for sure, like those two guys like are very different. Maybe one more defensive minded, the other one a little bit more attacking minded. So we just have to be aware of that and make sure that in our approach when it comes to defending, we integrate that in the way we do it more individually. But collectively, I'd say like the message was the same. Like I thought our structure was quite good in the first half, and for most part of the game, I thought like maybe towards the end they overloaded quite well the midfield, and we struggled a little bit more to regroup and repress. But overall, quite pleased in terms of how we approached that game and the way we managed it.
Jeremy, go ahead.
Coach, especially in the first half, I noticed there was a propensity to play a lot of long balls, playing direct to goal. Was that part of the plan going into the game, something you were looking to capitalize on against Dallas?
No, I don't think. I don't know if there was that many more long balls than usual. I think we found more R9 directly than usual because like Dallas is an aggressive team. So there was moments we were able to use the numerical advantage in the middle and to play, but there was also moments where we were able to take advantage of our two forwards being free, whether in 2 feet or in the space. So of course that. The structure we had today offensively and the profile of players we had like in their position was part of the plan 100%, but then like the players are reading the game, like there is the structure and then there is the freedom like inside the structure, so the players are free to make their own decision. I thought sometimes towards the end of the first half we probably overplayed a little bit those balls. But I thought the way we used our two forwards tonight was really interesting. I really liked the first half, the structure we had, and how we were able to play.
Tom, we can finish up with you.
Yeah, Yoann, first off, was that a concussion when he came out?
Yeah, Hazi got that duel where they went head against head, so he felt okay at halftime, but didn't feel great in the second half. So like he decided it was time, and I think that was sensible, and we have to be aware of those situations. You know, like there is what the players feel on the moment, but there is also what's right to do, and I thought that was the right time for him to come off and be evaluated properly, and hopefully it's not too bad and nothing to worry about.
And then defensively, they had a lot going on there at the end, and your defense held on. What can you say? You know, Roman made some saves. There were a couple. Timo broke up a play. What can you say about how the defense did about those last 10 minutes?
Yeah, a lot has to do with the mindset. In those games, you know, there is gonna be a bit of chaos. I think Dallas is a team that loves to live in chaos and chaotic moments. The end of the game was a lot of that. There was a lot of action. It could have been going like either way. So in those moments, I think the mindset is very important. We knew we were gonna have to work really hard to be resilient in that game to get a result, and the guys did a great job at it. So again, in those moments, like your mind is more important than your legs, so you have to put your body on the line. Those guys, they've showed like week in week out that they're willing to do it for their teammates and for the team and for the club. So I enjoy seeing those behaviors. For sure, there is a ton of things that we could have done a little bit better, like from a collective standpoint. But individually, like with a mindset like that, I think we can go a long way.
And how'd you like Timo's game? He gets the goal and also running the defense in the back.
Timo's been great. He's been great. He's been very consistent. The way he's dealt with space in behind, you know, that's funny because during the week I hear those questions about Peter Musa and Farrington, you know, and how many goals they scored and what they've done so far this season. And I thought the way we approached the game and the way we defended with our backline was really good. I thought we limited their chances. Again, like it's impossible to avoid for them to create like any kind of chance, but at the same time I thought like their performances at the back in dealing with the space in behind, being able to defend forward was good, and Timo is a leader at the back, so I know like his performance is also influencing massively the rest of the guys around him.
And a landmark result, the first time you got City SC hasn't lost in Dallas.
That's great. I heard that like coming back in the locker room, there is a first for everything, and hopefully we can have a lot more first time this season.
So this is what happens. You do something good in the game, and then they punish you by having you come to talk to us.
Yeah, crazy. Always the same.
How do you feel about this is a landmark goal. You're the first City SC player to score a goal in Dallas, and this is the first time City SC hasn't lost in Dallas. So how does it feel to be that part of history?
It's about damn time, right, to get a point here. Honestly, I'm happy to score a goal, but when you look back to the game, I think we would have deserved a win here. We played a great first half, should have scored. Second half, we conceded a goal on our mistake, but still we have the big chance in the last minute. So a little bit disappointed about the result, but we keep going. It's now 3 games in a row, unbeaten. We're building something special here, but we need to be more clinical at the end to win this game. But I'm sure these guys, how they work, how they approach every day, and I know what they can. So I hope they will score in next games a lot of goals, and I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah, what broke down on their goal?
I mean, obviously I have to look it back, but I think we lost the ball, and then we're kind of open at the opposite side, and I think Roman did a great job, but I was sliding and Roman was sliding in, but somehow the ball went through. Yeah, it was a preventable goal. But I'm always saying it's because of us and not because of them, and then we can fix it. It's always better we made the mistake, not they played it great and we couldn't do anything. So yeah, we keep going. We want to play from the back. Sometimes this happens, but we came back and we had the chance to win this game.
And then when you score your goal, you got with Simon, I think, right in back of you, and you beat him to the ball.
I mean, sometimes I'm in the right position and then I don't listen to anyone. I just want to score the goal. I think it was a pretty good goal because it was inside of the foot. I wanted to lay it to the far post. It worked out, so I'm pretty happy with the goal.
Go ahead, Justin.
Timo, that seems to be a movement that's been working out, obviously, back-to-back weeks with those far post runs. Is that something that is like pretty standard of what we're looking for on those recycle balls, or those balls that are maybe set up at that second, third elbow spot?
I mean,
those back runs.
It's always difficult to defend. It's a second ball. It's against the movement of the defenders. That's always hard to defend. I hate it as well. So we're trying to get in the second phase the ball back into it. Far post is always an opportunity, and we saw it in the video that sometimes they let it open. And it was a great ball. It was a really great ball, a great cross. And yeah, we're working on that. We're working on every single thing for the game, and that was part of it. And yeah, honestly, when we execute the plan, that's nice.
Piotr Musa, them scored tonight. What does it say about the back three, you and Edelman, like in the double pivot, just being able to keep them at bay tonight?
I mean, we knew they have pretty good strikers. I mean, Peter Musa is one of the best strikers in this league. Farrington is a really good player. So we knew that this is going to be a tough game for us. But honestly, we cannot do it without the pressure in front and how much Cello, Simon, Sergio, or also Sedi when he came in worked. That's part of our game. Constantly press them, and then they cannot play, and they cannot get these players as much as they want into the game. So it's a team effort. I see how much they run, how much they work. That's pretty amazing, and that's part of our success. It's part of the point today. How they work, how they do it, and yeah, it's just makes it easier for us three and the two pivots to defend it because they help us so much.
Tom, finish up with you.
Do you remember? You haven't scored a whole lot of goals. Do you remember all of your goal career?
I mean, there were not that much goals, huh? So I remember.
Maybe 10 now.
What's that?
I think maybe around 10 goals.
Yeah, something around 10 goals. I score more with the, I think, inside of the foot than with the head. So It's yeah, I remember these goals. I mean, it's not that much, and sometimes you're in the right position, as I was today. Yeah, and it's always a good feeling to score a goal as a defender. That's nice. So yeah, that's a pretty good feeling.
What was it like playing defense there in like the last 10 minutes? They were coming at you guys. It seemed there was a high level of chaos going on there. You broke up one play. How was that?
I mean, we knew that they really good in the last 15 minutes because they always trying to push forward, especially with Musa in the 16 or 18 yard box, and they put players between the lines, so it's always difficult. But I think we did a pretty good job. They didn't have that big chance at the end. We defended well. On the other hand, we had the big chance to win this game. So as you can see, we're working hard. We're 90 minutes game fit. All of our guys, they worked their ass off. So that was nice. That was good to see, and we secured the point. But as I mentioned in the beginning, we're a little bit disappointed that we don't lead in the halftime or win this game. But that's our new mentality. We're not satisfied with 1 point. That's, I think, a good thing.
All right. Thanks,
How well
Timo.
is this team playing right now?
What's that?
How well is this team playing right now?
I mean, as I always said, it's a progress, and we're building on every training week. But I think they didn't have a plan against our playing, especially in the first half. We always came out of the pressure. They wanted to press us high, but we played through. That's really good from us. I think the first 10 minutes in the second half, that was the same like in New York. We conceded a goal. We need to look at that because we need to be with the same mentality after the halftime. But that's a growing process. We have a different way of playing this year, and we're 7 games in. So we need to make a progress. We're doing it every week, and I'm really comfortable, and I'm pretty sure that we are developing in the future.